Good morning. Painting animals and fur can be tricky. In this baby giraffe demo, you're going to see some of the secrets to success that are so important when you paint animals. First, the eyes are the most important part. If the eyes are done well, they're going to draw your viewer in, and you're going to have a successful painting. Because of the tiny details, use a small brush for the eyes. This is a number 2 round. There are 2 colors for this eye, brown and black. Here's my dark brown. If you don't have a dark brown, you could mix medium brown with black or a little dark blue. I paint the round part of the eye brown. If you can leave a white spot for a highlight, that's nice, but you can also put the small white bits in at the end with opaque white. Next is the black, which goes all the way around the edges, and leave a line of white at the bottom of the round part of the eye. Once again, you could put it on at the end. The eye on the right side is just a tiny bit of black with an eyelash or 2 at the top. Since we have the black out, let's keep going and paint the top hairs. These bumps are called ossicones. You want them fuzzy looking, but be careful they don't grow too big. Baby giraffes just have very small fuzzy bumps. I think that's what makes them so cute. There are also some dark areas in the ears. I don't know if you want them pure black. You could paint those with dark brown or black, whichever you like. Paint 1 small slit for his nostril and a black line for his mouth. Now, be sure the mouth line curls up just a tiny bit at the end. People want to see happy giraffes. And the mouth line only goes on the side. It doesn't go all the way around the lips. Now that the eye is dry, it's time to lift up a reflection at the bottom of the round part of the eye. Wet your tiny brush and just lift up a little of the color along the bottom, and that will let some of the light brown show through. Between the highlight and this reflection, your eye should have a lot of depth. Next, I'm going to shade the neck with a light brown, and at this point you can switch to a bigger brush. Which color browns do you have? This is raw sienna, which is obviously too yellow, but any yellow or brown. You could add a touch of purple, this is dioxazine purple, to make a nice brown. It's surprising. But just try mixing your colors and see if you can come up with something that looks like the color of the giraffe. The neck needs some light shading. It's easier to shade it all before you start. You want it lighter on the left side and a little darker on the right. Paint the shading color on the bottom 2/3 of the neck and then add water and blend them together. Keep in mind this is going to dry a lot lighter, but shading the neck helps keep the focus on the baby giraffe's face. While that dries, let's put another coat on the inside of the ears. I wanted to tone it down. I wanted more of a gray, so I mixed the brown with a little bit of cobalt blue. You can look at the ears in the photo. There's a line of white around some of the edges. So if you can leave that, that's great. Now, this isn't the final ear color, but we're working towards getting the value of the ears before we put the color on. Next, paint the head, which is brown, but it also needs shading. This may be the trickiest part of painting animals. Mix a puddle of medium brown and darker brown. Now, an easier way to do this is just to paint the entire face brown, let it dry, and then you can darken areas that need it and or lift up other areas to lighten. But if you're more experienced and you can work the face wet on wet, it will give you nice smooth blends. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just get some color on and keep painting. The eye ridge stays mostly white with just a few brown lines. We'll be adjusting these values on the face during the whole painting process, so don't agonize over anything being perfect. The side of the jaw is where the spots begin. The spots on the face are fairly small, and then they get larger on the neck. Did you notice that the spots are different sizes and shapes? But the area between the spots is uniform. While that dries, you can add the darker lines that you see on part of the ears. Now, getting the head right is tough, like I said before, so I'm playing with it. I re-wet and lift up a few areas, but I'm not happy with it yet. So I'm going to let it go and keep painting. It's more important to work on the entire animal, and then you can adjust your values at the end. The neck has the biggest brown spots. To keep the neck from looking flat, make the spots on the side of the neck lighter near the edges. Just use more water with your brown near the edges, or you could dab up some of the paint with a paper towel, or paint them brown and lift up color after it's dry. There's always more than one way to paint, and I'm trying to make the edges of the spots just a little bit ragged and furry looking. You don't want them perfectly straight. Now, the top of the neck has some fur, which is also brown. Use short strokes and try for variety. You don't want it to look all the same. The fur near the face and top should be a little darker and getting lighter brown as it moves away. You can also add a few short strokes of black for even more variety. We're making a lot of progress. To add pink to the ears, you don't want them to be bright pink, just a touch of pink. So I'm mixing mine with a little bit of my brown. When I paint the pink over the ears, I go right over the darker areas to soften them up. This baby giraffe is mostly finished, but I could fiddle with it forever. I compare the painting to my photo, darken areas that need it by adding more paint, and lighten areas by lifting. Last, do you want a background? I want just a hint of background. I am using some of my raw sienna mixed with my brown, and it's very watery. It's a very light coat. Now, when you put the background in, leave a line of white or unpainted paper along the top of the fur on the back. That's the sun shining in from behind the giraffe. And here we have the baby giraffe with a tiny smile. I hope your painting turns out better than mine. Check out Watson Watercolor for more fun painting ideas. They're all free. Happy painting!